Okay, well, good morning. I haven't changed. This is the same day as last week's video, so. Well, the reason that I am bulk filming is because I'm probably running a marathon as you guys are seeing this, which hopefully will go pretty well, and that's probably gonna be next week's video. But today, I have nothing but computer work, and something that has been popping up on my YouTube a whole lot is this whole concept of a cinematic video. If I'm being honest, I never really tried. I've only brought you guys into pretty well lit or job sites and stuff like that. I haven't really tried to make my normal life look cinematic. Last week, I made a video talking about the process of the day after a really long shoot day, what I do to make sure that editing is gonna go as smooth as possible. And we're gonna be filming that process, I guess, and making 2 videos out of it, because one of them I'm gonna be walking you guys through it. The other one, we're just gonna try to make this day look good. The day always starts with coffee, and then we get on to doing the fun stuff. Or not some fun stuff, I don't know. Whatever you consider fun. Let's get into it. Let's talk about like what is actually going to be happening in this video, because I'm kind of struggling with how I want to make it like cinematic, but also talk to the camera because it needs to be a YouTube video. I think we're going to go scene by scene, and let's lay out some ground rules like I always like to do. No lights. I think it's important if you're going to be filming your mundane life cinematically. It's more of a on-the-go style. You take your camera with you everywhere. How are you going to film everything? It's a lightweight, compact, easy setup. The only equipment I'm gonna be using is, every so often I will use my monitor when I'm home, mainly because I like to make sure my skin tone and everything looks good, especially using natural light. I'm not so used to it. Then I will be using mics, mainly for sound effects and for these talking heads. I think cinematic video is maybe 25% the video, 25% your color grade, and 50% your sound design. I think that's super important, so that's what we're gonna be focusing on. And I'll see you guys when I'm organizing footage. So I just finished wrapping up last week's video. We went over how I organize all the footage and the first steps to editing after every single project that I do. But it's 1 o'clock and I have already kind of run out of the things I had planned today, which I guess works really well for this video because it's supposed to be a pretty boring day that I am trying to film and make it look good and cinematic and entertaining. I'll talk about what I have noticed so far, which is I have switched my lens plenty of times. I'm trying to get as much coverage as possible because I know that to push a story, especially one that doesn't have much direction, coverage is the name of the game. Different angles of everything I'm doing. With that said, something that's more planned out, you might be able to do all the tight shots at once, all the wide shots at once. But for this, is just going through my day, I notice something that I want to film, I have to make the decision on the fly. It's very different from how I'm usually making a YouTube video, because what I'm usually doing is running around with my camera than just sitting here and talking. The second thing that I've noticed is I find that my stills shots where the subject is actually doing all of the action is looking a lot better so far. I usually am a fan of camera movement, but it needs to be done right, and I feel like when it's overused, it kind of takes away from the effect of it, and it needs to be used intentionally, which I have not had a reason to. Next steps, I have to put that gear away. So that's probably what I'll do. Well, it's a couple days after I filmed that whole video, and it might seem weird because this video is supposed to all take place in one day, but I wanted to let you know that there's so much I've learned by going through this footage. If you haven't seen last week's video, I taught you guys my whole post-production process on how I stay as organized as possible, because trust me, being unorganized is the worst thing a video editor can do. So if you need to get organized, go watch that last video. I went through all this footage and I started color grading and I realized, whoo-wee, I still have so much to learn. I messed up so much of the white balances and my exposure was off, and you know, this is still my third week with this camera. There's still so much that I'm getting used to. It feels wrong to always be learning on this channel, but never concluding and like maybe showing you guys that, hey, it doesn't always work out. So I tried to make that footage look as good as possible, and I tried to make it a cinematic, cohesive vlog, but if I'm being honest, I'm still not the best at it, but we're gonna get there. And I hope it wasn't too hard to watch. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week with a little video about hopefully a good marathon. Well, I'll see you guys there.